Well, hello there, friends. It's wonderful to see you all again. Life is full of surprises, isn't it? These surprises can come in many forms, from unexpected gifts to sudden changes in our daily routines. Sometimes these surprises are delightful, like a sunny day that brightens our mood and fills us with joy. And sometimes they can be a bit like a spot of rain, unexpected and perhaps a little inconvenient. Just like in nature, we have to adapt to these changes to keep going. Whether it's carrying an umbrella or finding a new path, adaptation is key. And that's where this delightful book, Who Moved My Cheese, comes in. It's a simple yet profound story that offers valuable lessons. It helps us understand change and how to deal with it positively. The book encourages us to embrace change rather than fear it. You see, this book is a story about 4 characters who live in a maze and absolutely adore cheese. Each character represents a different way of dealing with change. Now, the maze represents our lives with all its twists and turns. It's a metaphor for the complex paths we navigate every day. And the cheese, well, the cheese represents the things we all want. A good job, a happy family, you name it. It's the goals and dreams we strive for. But what happens when the cheese disappears? When the things we desire are no longer within reach? That's what this book helps us understand. It teaches us that change is inevitable and that we must be prepared to face it. It tells us that it's perfectly all right to feel a bit unsure when things change. Uncertainty is a natural response, but it shouldn't paralyze us. But we can't let that feeling stop us. We need to find the courage to move forward, to seek out new opportunities. We need to be like explorers, ready for a new adventure. Embracing change with an open heart and a curious mind can lead to wonderful new experiences. Now let's meet our cheese-loving friends, shall we? They each have their own unique way of dealing with the world around them. First, we have Sniff and Scurry, 2 little mice who are always on the move. Sniff is very observant, always sniffing out change early on. He can sense when things are about to shift. Scurry, on the other hand, is quick to act, never wasting time when things change. He darts into action without hesitation. Then we have Hem and Haw, 2 little people just like you and me. They represent the human side of our story. Hem is a bit stubborn. He likes things to stay the same. Change makes him uncomfortable, and he resists it. Haw, well, he's a bit afraid, always worrying about what might happen. His fear often holds him back. These characters show us the different ways we react to change. Each one has a unique approach to dealing with new situations. Some, like Sniff and Scurry, are ready to adapt quickly, while others, like Hem and Haw, take a bit more time to adjust. But in the end, everyone finds their way. One day, something unexpected happens. The cheese disappears. Sniff and Scurry are not surprised. They notice the cheese getting smaller and were prepared to find new cheese. Hem and Haw, however, are in for a shock. They complain and can't believe the cheese is gone. They waste time hoping it will reappear. This part of the story reminds us how important it is to accept change. The longer we resist, the further behind we might fall. Sniff and Scurry don't waste any time. They are always on the move, constantly searching for new opportunities and new cheese. They set off into the maze on a mission to find new cheese. Their determination and proactive approach set them apart. They know it won't be easy, but they are not afraid. They welcome the challenge. They understand that the journey itself is part of the reward. Hem and Haw, however, are stuck. They hesitate and overthink, paralyzed by fear of the unknown. They're afraid to leave their familiar spot and end up missing out on new opportunities. Their reluctance to change keeps them trapped in their comfort zone. Who Moved My Cheese teaches us a valuable lesson. Change is a part of life. It reminds us that nothing stays the same forever. It's going to happen, whether we like it or not. The world around us is constantly evolving. The key is to be prepared, be adaptable, and embrace the changes that come our way. And be brave enough to move with the cheese, to seek out new paths and opportunities, just like Sniff and Scurry. Their story inspires us to take action and not be afraid of change.